All right, we are live once again. Let me switch back to this view over here. Welcome back. It's the Friday, is the last Friday of the month, and just like every other last Friday of the month, we have our little check-in. Obviously there has been a lot happening lately. 2 days ago there was the Ducati World Premiere, which I watched, interesting enough. And then we had motoGP happening. We're gonna talk about that real brief. I'm gonna make I want to see if you guys see it the way I see it when it comes to all those new adventure bikes coming out. Well, we're gonna touch up on the Africa Twin a little bit, and we're gonna touch up on Harley-Davidson just a little bit, just as much. I have to just give it a poke over there. But first of all, let's start seeing what happened in motoGP. So in motoGP, we have the MotoGP championship is pretty much over. There are still a couple of races to go, but in reality, Marc Marquez won his 8th championship. And as much as I don't like the guy, as much as I don't like him, unfortunately the guy is really, really good. So it is what it is. There is nothing we can do about it. Let me see. Everybody, let's make sure that the live chat works as well, and it does. But as I was saying, Marc Marquez won his 8th championship. Deserved, because he was very, very consistent. He plays first and second all the times that he did finish the race. The only time he didn't get any points was when he crashed out of it. So, well, it is what it is. The guy is good because he is good. He's lucky as well, because I don't know if you guys remember, at the very beginning of the championship, there was Lorenzo, that at a certain point, when most of the front riders were right there with the points, Lorenzo came in and took out every single Marquez opponent. They all went out and lost pretty much 25 points. But he kept going, he kept winning races one after the other, and that's it. We have now we have Dovizioso, we have Rins, Viñales, and Petrucci that are all there. Pretty much Dovizioso sealed 2nd place on the championship, while when it comes to 3rd place, you still have Rins, Viñales, Petrucci, and surprise, surprise, Quartararo, or Quartararo, however you wanna say it. Quartararo, as you guys can see on the screen, is at 163 points. That is not that far from 3rd place. So Alex Rins needs to really get on it if he wants to make 3rd place. If he doesn't, and Quartararo actually ends up winning enough to get 3rd place, that's a great performance. Let's not forget Quartararo is a rookie. This is his 1st season in MotoGP, and it's already up there battling with Marquez, where Marquez has the advantage that, well, he has, if not the fastest, one of the fastest bike, speed-wise, if not the best handling, one of the best handling. You can almost compare Marquez's bike as fast as a Ducati, and handles as good as a Suzuki. So, and let's never forget, Marquez has been on that team, riding that bike for years. So effectively, a lot of people, effectively the bike is being tailored for him. He's number one on that team. Lorenzo somehow disappeared. He's way in the back all the times, especially after his big accident. He's been literally battling for last place. Karel Abrams has been doing better than him, which is a lot, all considering. But so that's it. So that's it. Marquez did a very good job, and congratulations to him. Congratulations to Dovizioso for taking second place. And nothing. I guess I'm still gonna keep watching the championship, obviously, because I enjoy every single race. But in the end, yeah, you know, championship is pretty much over. So anyway, real quick, let's move on to the Africa Twin. And there are a few things I want to say. First of all, the Africa Twin, it's a great looking bike. It's beautiful and everything. The only thing that kind of annoys me. Oh yeah. What's up, Marcelo? Welcome to the live view. The only thing that annoys me of the Africa Twin is that I like this version on the on the screen right now. The red one, the basic version, where it's light, agile. I can see it going off-road, but at the same time I want the same perks that the big Africa Twin has. So I want the electronic suspensions and all those other little things. One thing I do not want is the giant tank. The upscale model of the Africa Twin has a bigger tank, has all sorts of other things. I don't want it. But there is no option to get this bike, the light nimble Africa Twin with electronic suspension. Just give me the option. I'm not gonna go and ride 600 miles or 600 kilometers, whatever the giant tank is able to do. I just want to go locally. I want to take my Africa Twin and select the suspension real quick, go have fun in the dirt, then hop on back on the freeway, select the suspensions for the freeway, and ride back home. Please, Honda, give me the choice. Let me choose what I can get on the bike. And also, maybe I do want the tubeless tires, but on this model there is no option for tubeless tires. What's that all about? And to top it all off, Apple CarPlay. Apple CarPlay, yeah, it's awesome, but if you have an Android, you're screwed. It's not that difficult. It's just stuff in the program for Android Auto as well, and call it good. But enough with the Africa Twin. There has been another news that went on lately. Let me see if I can pull out a picture of it. There you go. There it is. There has been another news about harley-davidson Livewire. The Livewire got pulled from production for about maybe 3-4 days, and now it's back. So they took production back. Now, I don't know if you guys know, but Charlie Bowman and Ewan McGregor are doing one of their long trip on harley-davidson Livewire. Maybe something went wrong during that period, so much for Harley to say, you know what, we're gonna pull it from production, and then they figure out what was it and said no big deal, put it back. I don't know, we'll see, but the live wire is back in contention. We'll see how that does, because come on, electric Harley that costs $30,000 and doesn't give you half of the performance of a bike that costs half the price. I don't know. I think Harley could have done a little better, but it is what it is. Fortunately or unfortunately, depends how you see it. Electric bikes are the future. They are coming, and they're really fun to ride. You know, minus the sound. But we'll see how it goes. But let's get into the main part of this live, the part that I actually wanted to talk to you guys and see what you guys think about it, and that is the Ducati Premiere. There it is. So Ducati had their Premiere lately, and they came out. Oh yeah, Marcello, I'm from Italy, and my apologies if my reply comes with a little delay, but I think between me talking and getting on to YouTube, there is 13 to 15 seconds. So forgive me about that. I'm from Italy, as you can probably tell there is an accent going on. So the Ducati World Premiere was pretty good. There have been a few bikes.
Buongiorno a tutti, benvenuti.
And a few bikes.
Benvenuti alla Ducati World Premiere 2020.
But so let me shorten it up for you if you were not able to watch the premiere. This is what Claudio Domenicali came out, gave a good introduction, obviously reminded everybody that all the achievements that Ducati had throughout the years, and then they went into showing up what's going on, and a few things that are going on this time around. First of all, they introduced bicycles.
Beh, Stefano, che era sulla bici, Stefano Migliarini,
apparently,
è uno che in bici sa andare davvero, è un campione.
Ducati started producing
direi che come
bikes
ha gestito la bici parla
at
del
a
fatto
serious
che
level.
pur essendo una all mountain e non un enduro, quindi
four
corsa
models,
su tensioni leggermente più
bicycles,
ridotte, quindi parliamo
which
di 150 mm all'anteriore e 140 al posteriore.
I understand
veramente
that
è un prodotto con
Ducati
cui
fans or Ducatisti
con prestazioni
really
e
love
sportività. Il
Ducati
motore è lo
stuff,
stesso della RR,
but
quindi lo Shimano 8000.
they're full on
Stesso
producing
pacco batterie
bicycles
da 500 Wh,
and
componentissima di alta qualità, perché parliamo di Forcella Marzocchi.
they're good bikes. They're top of the line. Unfortunately, with that top of the line, because the specs are impressive, as you guys can see, with that top of the line comes a top of the line price. So I don't know. They look good. I wish I could afford one, but you can literally buy a motorcycle for the price of one of those mountain bikes. As always, they came out with a limited edition, if you care, which is about some like 9 grand or 9,000 euros, because we have all the prices in euros right now. And then they came out with the MiG Double R, which is the standard top of the line, which is about 6,200 euros. And then they came out with that, with a Scrambler bicycle. The Scrambler bicycle is the cheapest of them all. It's about, let's see, 3,700 euros, which I think is north of 4,000 US dollars. It's still a bit of money. I understand understand it's a e-bike, lots of good components and everything else, but 4 grand you can buy a used scrambler motorcycle for 4
Scrambler
grand.
significa
But,
facilità, accessibilità,
it is what it is.
e quindi crediamo che questa bici ne
They
rappresenti
wanted it that
perfettamente i
way,
valori.
and well, good for them. What can I say? Let's see. First of all, Marcus. Let's say Marcus, which is chiming in from Germany. Good to see you, man. Thanks for joining our live, and let's get rid of
Beh, Stefano, che era sulla bici, Stefano Migliarini, è uno che in bici sa andare davvero, è un
let's
campione.
also get rid of the
Direi
world standing
che come
and back to the
la bici,
to the
parla del
bicycles.
fatto che questa bici,
So anyway,
pur essendo
bicycles,
una all mountain,
if you care,
non un enduro,
great.
quindi
If
concorso,
you don't
sospensioni
care,
leggermente ridotte,
like
quindi parliamo di 150
me,
mm
I really don't
all'anteriore,
care
140
about their
al posteriore,
bikes,
veramente è
as
un
good looking
prodotto
as
con
they
cui
might be,
divertirsi,
as
con prestazioni e sportività. Il motore è lo stesso
as
della
much
RR,
as I
quindi Shimano
like
8000,
Ducati,
stesso 4 batterie da 500 Wh,
and as much as I like mountain bikes,
parliamo di
because
forcella
I'm a
monoblocchi e ammortizzatori
mountain bike
posteriori,
fan,
P.O.Box.
I like to ride them and everything, but
Sicuramente un prodotto che allarga la gamma, perché come vedremo quando faremo
So,
il recap, il posizionamento
moving
di
on,
prezzo lo rende
20
più
minutes
accessibile.
into
È un
it,
prodotto veramente
the whole live
orgogliosamente
premiere was
Ducati.
about
Siamo
1
alla
hour
chiusura della
and
parte
20
bici
minutes.
e abbiamo parlato molto
20
di
minutes
sport,
into
abbiamo
it,
parlato di prodotti performanti.
We finally have the first bike, and the first bike was the Scrambler. They came out with the Scrambler 800 Dark. Let me see if I can pull up a picture for it. I wish I had an assistant to do all these things. Instead, it's just me doing pretty much everything on my own. Let's see. Here it is. All right. So they came out with this Scrambler Dark. As any Ducati fan know, the dark version of a Scrambler, it's the very basic, very entry level you can buy. I owned a Monster Dark in the past. It was still a great motorcycle. You still get the same engine, you get the same shape.
Dark per Ducati?
It looks great.
Dark per
Usually
Ducati è
are
essenzialità,
black
quindi
or
tutto quello che non era
flat black or
strettamente
matte
necessario,
black, whatever you want to call it.
l'abbiamo
So they're
tolto
pretty
dal
good
prodotto,
looking,
abbiamo in qualche modo
and
generato una livrea
they usually have an affordable price, so you can actually jump right in and own a Ducati. As a matter of fact, if you guys look at the bike over here,
e grazie al bilanciamento tra i componenti
it's a Scrambler. It's undeniably Scrambler. It's just basic, so you can have
tradizionale motore
few
800 dello Scrambler Icon,
the more
ci sono tutte le
refined
componenti di
parts that you
sicurezza,
find
mi
on the
preme qui
upspec
ricordare
models.
la
But
presenza del
look,
corner
for
ABS
8,300 euros, that's not bad. It's cheaper than their limited edition mountain bike. Let's never forget that. Because
tutti i costruttori stanno prestando la stessa attenzione,
because you can enter in the Ducati world with about 9 grand. I'm gonna assume in the United States it's gonna be 9,500.
Prima fila su questo,
most likely
però crediamo che la
including
sicurezza vada
all
posta
those extra
sempre al di sopra di tutti, quindi invito
all those
gli
extra
appassionati che ci seguono da casa
taxes and
sempre a
fees
verificare se la
that
moto
the
che
dealership
stanno
add
pensando di acquistare
out here.
è
Well,
o meno dotata
back
del
in
corner
Europe, the
ABS,
price
perché è
you
uno
see on the
strumento che
sticker
salva la
is the
vita.
price you're
I nostri
gonna
amici
end up paying
giornalisti
unless
ci stanno aiutando
you
moltissimo a
add
spiegare e in qualche modo a divulgare questa cosa. Mi ricordo
unless
quando
you
l'ABS
add
era in qualche modo una cosa aliena per i motociclisti, nel senso
options
che il
to
motociclista
it. So,
esperto
yeah.
diceva io l'ABS
Today
ce l'ho nelle mie
it's
dita,
one
ho
of those
bisogno di
days
qualcosa che mi
where
aiuti, mentre oggi
it's going
l'ABS
this
è
way.
talmente performante che nessuno
Let's
si sognerebbe
see
di togliere da una
then.
Panigale V4R. Credo che il corner
they
ABS
also
sia uno
announced,
step
weirdly enough,
interessante, positivo e
a
utile
prototype.
per la sicurezza, perché l'ABS
So,
tradizionale non funziona se la frenata di panico viene fatta a moto inclinata. Questo è il punto fondamentale. Quindi se uno in curva si trova con una difficoltà, non avere il corner ABS è un grosso problema. Dunque, abbiamo spiegato il modello, siamo pronti a presentare la disponibilità del prodotto e il prezzo del prodotto. Il prezzo del prodotto è una caratteristica molto importante perché, come tutti i veicoli dark, viene proposto a un prezzo particolarmente interessante. In questo caso sono 8.390 euro, quindi con un vantaggio significativo e importante rispetto allo Scrambler Icon. È una combinazione delle componentistica diversa.
Yeah, I guess the prototype are not popping up. So just so you know, they added 2 prototypes for the Scrambler. One prototype was
sarà disponibile già dai concessionari.
An homage, I can
Abbiamo
say,
cominciato a
to
vedere
the
prodotti, quindi in
Dakar
particolare
race,
tutti gli appassionati che ci
so
seguono da casa.
Dakarish.
Mandateci i vostri
Another
commenti,
was
mandateci
a
le vostre
more,
opinioni
a more
con l'hashtag
street
Ducati
oriented
2020.
Scrambler. We'll see. They're gonna actually come out at EICMA, so we'll just take a look when they come out at the EICMA show and see what's going on with that. They got 10,000 scramblers. Let's face it. They keep popping out scramblers that. Come on. The beauty of the scrambler is you buy the base and then you fix it or you start adding stuff however you like it, you know. So the fact that they pre-made it for you, it's okay. I would have spent a few dollars and made my own, I guess. But anyway, so after that there was the Diavo. This time around they came out with a matte black Diavo and a red Diavo. Okay, so even in the Diavo case they did a few improvements here and there. They made a few improvements here and there to the bike, but in the end you just change color. So there are two new colors for the Diavo. There is the matte black and the red, which they look great, because if I would ever get a cruiser bike, I would go for the Diavo, and if I would ever start riding that type of bike, I believe the Diavo is the best option out there. Maybe the Triumph, the monstrous Triumph with 6 cylinders that I can't even remember what's it called, but we'll see. Anyway, let's see. Yes, Marcus, Ducati unfortunately are very, very expensive. And I haven't heard anything about the TUONO 2020. One thing I'm hoping is that they do not. One thing I'm hoping is that they do not add wings to it, which apparently they're adding wings to pretty much anything they can add wings. I wouldn't be surprised if one of those days a helmet company would actually add winglets to a helmet and tell you, well, it keeps your head freaking against your body and gives you that 3% more aerodynamic and blah blah blah. But anyway, moving on from the Diavo, the next thing they showed was the multistrada Gran Turismo. Now, they obviously Claudio started talking about all the multistrada they sold over the year, how the range has expanded from just the multistrada 1200 to have now you have a 950 multistrada S with all the bells and whistles.
Ducati fa una versione,
the 1260 multistrada, the regular one, and then you have the S, and then you have the Enduro, and then you have the top of the line, which is the Pikes Peak, and now they added the GT. And what they did with the GT was, well, they slapped a pair of bags on it with a center stand, auxiliary lights, and a new paint scheme. That's pretty much what it is. I believe it's only 1,500 euros more than the other model, than the S model. So what you're getting with this GT is you're getting
quando le condizioni di visibilità non sono perfette,
a lot of accessories
quindi vediamo le borse che sono chiaramente visibili, ma anche ovviamente cavalletto centrale, manopole riscaldate,
just like for the scrubber prototypes,
molto interessanti perché rendono uno più facile e l'altro più sicuro la guida.
I'm a big fan of multistradas. After a row one, it's like I really want one
per l'apertura. E è ispirato al mondo motard, quindi avremo un concept.
In reality you can buy a multistrada S and made it
slick scolpiti, è un
GT
design
yourself.
che sta nel mondo scrambler, ma è particolarmente
moderno. Add bags, add auxiliary lights, center stand,
vi invito tutti a EICMA per vedere invece veramente qualche modo il prototipo di questa
to go through all the things they added to the Grand Tour multistrada, other than the things that I already mentioned. They added a standard heated grips, the electric fuel cap, so you don't need the key, fumble with the key to open it up, and a TPMS, so you have a pressure sensor for the wheel, will tell you which if your tires are getting deflated or not, which it seems like a gimmick, but I have a friend that has a BMW 1260 GS, and he was out in the middle of nowhere. You can actually check out the video on YouTube. Is Jeremy Everett. I'll put the link in the description in the next few days. But he was riding in the middle of nowhere. He saw that the pressure of his tire was going down and was able to find out before the tire went completely flat that he was getting a flat tire. So actually the TPMS turns out
una seconda invece
is somewhat useful.
Che presenteremo sempre a EICMA, che sta nel mondo del deserto.
Enough with the multistrada, and let's move on because the next bike,
la vittoria di Eddie Orioli nel 1990
the next bike that
alla Dakar,
they actually presented, it's very interesting for me. I always loved the look of the Panigale, but the engine, the power, I don't know, and especially the price. Sorry, I work for a living, and I can afford the expensive of a bike. So what they did, they introduced the Panigale V2, which take the place which takes the place of the 959. Big fan of the 959. I had one in my garage, Robbie's 959 to be exact. Thanks Robbie for letting me put my hands on that bike, and nothing. When they came out with the V2, I was actually pleasantly impressed. Mind you, the passenger seat is horrible. Like the ugliest thing. But just like any other bike, you can remove that, make a single seat, and enjoy. Marcus is talking about looking better than a 1250 GS. You are absolutely right. The GS, as much as it's a very capable bike, is not a looker, especially when you compare it to the Multistrada. But going back to the V2 now, the size of the engine is still 955, so you still have the same side engine. The only thing is, this time around you actually get single-sided swing arm. Let's see if I can pull it up over here.
È ispirato al mondo motard.
You have a single-sided swing arm, which is a million times better. You get the classic Panigale look, which the V2 is actually slim, nice and slim. I mean, look at that. That's a beautiful bike. And you get 155 horses, which everybody wants 200 horses, but guys, 155 horses, it's a lot of power, especially for a bike that light. On top of that, you get a TFT display, which at this point in time, the fact that the 959 didn't have a TFT display, it's preposterous. Considering it's not that much more expensive than an LCD at this day and age. So, and with that TFT display, you get all sorts of functionalities. So you get the electronic package straight from the Panigale. So you have all sorts of things. Wheel control, traction control, braking control, engine braking control, launch control, quick shift up and down, electronic suspensions. So you get a lot. You really get a lot for what this bike cost. And on top of that, this bike, according to them, it's more street oriented than the big V4, which means you can actually take this bike and enjoy it on the street, rather than being super uncomfortable on the street, because it's a rocket ship when it comes to track use. And last but not least, you get not to have wings. I guess this time around Ducati restrained himself, and they finally got the sense not to add winglets to this bike. I understand that the winglets keep your front tire down. I understand that they look racy. Come on, I just can't get on board with the winglets. I'm sorry, guys. It's just I just can't take it. Come on, the winglets, they're not for street bikes. But we'll get to the winglets again when we get to the new bike for 2020. So we talked about the V2. It's now time to move on. And move on, obviously, to the big brother, the V4, which looks fantastic.
ma significativo di moltissime componenti della Panigale.
Other than
Non c'è nessuno stravolgimento
winglets.
se non l'aerobody, che è quello che vedete.
And
l'aerobody è quello che
they
chiamiamo
don't
la
even
carenatura,
paint it.
e in questo caso vedete che ci sono le ali, e quindi abbiamo
Whatever
derivato
color, they
direttamente
just
dalle
leave it there,
performance vincenti
and they're super
della
proud of
V4R,
them.
e l'abbiamo
I
messa a
mean,
disposizione di tutti i potenziali e i futuri nuovi clienti
Why?
Panigale V4 S e standard.
That excuse is well, when you're doing 270 kilometers an hour,
è più largo,
they'll give you 30% or 30 kilos worth of added pressure to the front
e
tire.
genera un carico aerodinamico sulla ruota anteriore. Il
Okay.
carico aerodinamico sulla ruota anteriore è di 30
When am I going to do
kg a 270
270 kilometers an hour, which is about 175 mile an hour?
In qualche modo una tanica da 30 kg.
I'm not. I'm most likely going to do maybe 100 to 150, which gives me, as you guys can see right now, 4 to 9 extra kilos of pressure on the front tire, which out of the track is okay.
Il primo è
great.
che tutte le moto si alleggeriscono a mano che aumenta la
I
velocità
really
della
can-
parte anteriore,
I really
perché
can do
quello che si chiama
without,
il centro
those
di spinta
winglets.
aerodinamico è
Come
più
on.
alto
Let's face it.
rispetto al suolo, quindi a mano
I
che aumenta la
really
velocità
can,
tende ad allargarsi la moto.
Avoid
Qual è il
having
problema?
those
Che la moto è
winglets
meno
going
stabile,
and
quindi incontrando una buca,
make the bike look a
scollinamento, o
a
anche
little bit.
semplicemente con una
On top of
perturbazione del
that, this
suolo,
time around,
si
what they did to
installa
the
un moto di
V4, they
instabilità.
actually
Avere
made
chili e carico sulla ruota anteriore rende la moto più stabile in velocità,
the
e quindi
fairing
più sicura.
wider.
Il secondo
to give you more
vantaggio è
protection.
una riduzione dell'impennata.
And,
È evidente, è chiaro che
All in
tutte queste
all,
moto
they're
hanno un
saying
motore
they
che
made
è
the bike
overperformante,
easier
in
to
particolare
ride
nelle marce più corte,
compared
quindi prima, seconda,
to the
terza,
previous year
in
model.
casi anche in quarta, seconda la potenza del motore, e quindi
Which,
avere più chili sulla ruota anteriore
if-
permette di spingere di più, perché la moto si impenna di meno e quindi il controllo
Throughout the
dell'impennata deve
presentation,
togliere
he went
meno
through
potenza. Il terzo vantaggio,
he went
che è
through
un pelo meno
explaining
intuitivo,
that,
è che anche la stabilità in frenata
they
migliora,
took
perché il carico
two
si distribuisce
journalists
per le due
and a
ruote,
professional
in modo
rider.
che
They
c'è un
tossed them on
miglioramento
board
anche
of the
in frenata.
Panigale. They made it go around the
Siccome ci
track,
piace sempre
and
cercare
they
di
found out
trasformare un
that
po'
the
queste cose, che
less
alcune volte sono un po'
skilled
teoriche,
you are,
in numeri
the
pratici
more
che ci si
you're gonna
ricorda meglio.
benefit
Cosa vuol dire cambiare
from
l'aerobody in una
the new Panigale.
Panigale
And
19
they
con
did this
l'aerobody
thing.
della Panigale 20? Ci siamo fatti. Panigale V4
But is
2020
there really
è un
a bike
miglioramento
for the less skilled?
leggero ma significativo di
I
moltissime
don't know.
componenti della
I don't
Panigale.
know. Talking about
Non c'è
that,
nessuno
we would have to
stravolgimento
enter.
se non l'aerobody.
We would have to enter this whole thing about going to the racetrack. Why do you go to the racetrack? Do you go to the racetrack to race other people? Then yes, it's justified. The wings are justified. The shifter, having the reverse pattern shifter, it's justified. But when you go to a track day, you're really racing against yourself. So it doesn't really matter if the wings give you 3 extra seconds. You lap 3 seconds faster than you would without the wings, because you're not racing against anybody else. You're racing against yourself. So what you need to do is try to improve the lap time, not because you improve what the bike can do, but because your skills, you know. But that's my point of view. But I know that out there are some people that absolutely love the reverse pattern shifter. And my gripe with it is when you hop from one bike to another one that has standard shifting, now you get a little discombobulated. It's a little unsettling to have to do that. But anyway, moving on, what they did, and they left it for as the very last thing that they introduced. They introduced the new Street Fighter. Big
Continuiamo sul
fan
rosso, qui
of the Street Fighter,
andiamo sul
the
rosso,
previous
rosso
one,
spinto.
and I'm so happy that they actually were able to make it look good. I was kind of scared because
quasi tutta nel frontale,
they said it was a
si toglie la carenatura,
Panigale
si
without
trova
the
con un
fairings,
chassis
Unfortunately, they added a few key elements to make it look fairly good.
Che ha un ghigno straordinario.
So I'm pleased. They keep saying that it looks like the Joker. I'm assuming it's because the Joker now
ha voluto pensare, dopo tanto lavoro, questo è il primo bozzetto.
The Joker film just came out.
L'idea del Joker, l'idea di
There's a lot of
superfici che
buzz
potessero in
around the
qualche
Joker,
modo
so I think
avere anche una parte funzionale, perché non dimentichiamoci che nella parte frontale deve
attach
starci
it to it,
ovviamente
but,
il proiettore e anche tutti i
reality,
componenti tecnici. E devo dire che se guardiamo il risultato finale, e questa è una
the
foto della
style that they've been adopting. The Super Sport has the same, they run in light.
È straordinario, noi siamo contentissimi.
It's a more
ve lo dico molto onestamente, non tutte le moto vengono bene uguali.
V4, if you look at the V4 in his entirety,
c'è una grandissima sempre
and you
aspettativa
look
sul livello
at
di
Street
qualità del
Fighter,
design,
Street Fighter, it's pretty
ma io
much
sono davvero molto convinto, e quando di nuovo la vedrete da vicina saprete
a
apprezzare il livello di dettaglio, cura,
V4 front end,
che anche in un componente
which is beautiful.
Come un cupolino della moto naked,
on top of that, the numbers are bonkers on this motorcycle. You get 208 horses
siamo partiti dallo chassis
on the base, on
della
178 kilos. 178 kilos
la stessa
are,
tecnologia e competenza, e come abbiamo accennato durante la Fight Formula abbiamo installato delle ali biplano. Perché è così
on
importante
an 1100cc engine, so the engine is straight off the Panigale.
Che in qualche modo ad alcuni potrebbero far
In theory, they changed the power curve.
In realtà c'è una magia nell'aerodinamica, perché abbiamo capito quanto l'aerodinamica sia importante per stabilizzare il veicolo. E le naked performanti sono le moto che soffrono moltissimo in termini di stabilità ad alta velocità, perché mentre una moto con la carenatura permette al pilota di stare dietro la carenatura,
what they did is with a slip on, with a simple slip on, you can add another 8 horses, so you go from 208 to 216 horses.
Se parliamo di moto
on a naked bike, oltre 200 cavalli, il problema and if you put a full exhaust, you full on go to 220 horses. Let's take a minute.
Quindi con un avantreno meno svelto, allungando, ampliando l'angolo di sterzo, allungando il porcellone, e si raggiunge il risultato, ma c'ha un altro lato della medaglia, che la moto diventa molto meno maneggevole, ottenere delle quote ciclistiche maneggevoli, è quello che abbiamo ottenuto, e aggiungere l'aerodinamica. Questo
and after we take the minute to look at the 220 horses,
sia la magia di questo prodotto, e credetemi è stato un lavoro straordinariamente difficile trovare il bilanciamento,
winglets
perché
again.
le prime prove che
This time around, not even
mesi,
winglets,
trovare il bilanciamento
biplane winglets. You got 2 winglets per side because one wasn't enough, so they decided to put 2 winglets on each side, giving you the same bull that at 270 kilometers an hour you get 28 kilos of downforce. 270 kilometers an hour, 175 miles an hour. On a naked bike, it's nearly unbearable. You're getting 175 mile an hour wind on your head. You're holding for dear life.
Andranno in pistine vari a divertirsi, e quando sono in pistine vari a divertirsi
and then they say
solo
that
che
it
l'imbarazzo
keeps
della scelta fra scarichi,
the front wheel down. If I buy a Street Fighter,
lo scarico completo, e vedete
I don't want to keep
straordinario
the
incremento di
front wheel down.
prestazioni
I want
e di
the
riduzione di
front
peso,
wheel
si può arrivare, quindi arriviamo fino a
to go bonkers. I want the front wheel to go up. That's why you buy a Street Fighter. You buy a Street Fighter because it has wide handlebar, because it's a little better in town, because it's a more streetable bike. Instead, it seems like with this Street Fighter they focused a lot. They focus a lot about the racetrack.
È ispirato
As a
al
matter
mondo
of
motard,
fact,
quindi avremo un concept con ruota anteriore da 17, ruota posteriore 17, pneumatici slick scolpiti. È un design che sta nel mondo scrambler, ma è particolarmente moderno, di cui vedete un'anticipazione del bozzetto, e vi invito tutti a EICMA per vedere invece
As a matter of fact, let me pull some pictures, and
qualche modo il prototipo
it's pretty much
di questa,
all on the racetrack
che stiamo sviluppando,
you know?
E una seconda invece è un secondo clinic che presenteremo sempre a EICMA, che
And
sta
yeah,
nel mondo del deserto.
look,
L'abbiamo chiamato
if I
Desert
wanna
X,
go
mentre la
on a
prima
racetrack,
è basata sul motore 800,
I'll buy a
questa è
fully
basata
faired
sul
bike.
motore 1100, e
I'll
in
buy
qualche modo
something
si
like the
ispira e
V2.
celebra
I'll buy
la
something like
vittoria
the
di Eddie
V4.
Orioli nel 1990 alla Dakar.
The Street
che era
Fighter
stata
is
ottenuta
more for
anche
the guy
grazie a un
that
motore
stays on
Ducati,
the
e quella moto
street
sta all'interno del nostro museo.
90-95%
Quindi
of
ci
the
fa piacere
time
in qualche modo
and
sempre costruire il futuro
goes to
pensando
the
al
racetrack
nostro
every
passato,
once in a
come
while.
dice Massimo
The
Bottura, in
question
un modo
is,
non
do
nostalgico,
I really
ma in un
want
modo sempre innovativo.
Do
È
I really
ispirato al
want
mondo motard,
winglets
quindi avremo un concept con
95% of
ruota
the
anteriore
time
da
get in the
17, ruota
way
posteriore 17,
and plain old
pneumatici slick
looking
scolpiti. È
silly
un design che
in
sta
my
nel mondo
opinion?
scrambler, ma è particolarmente moderno, di cui vedete un'anticipazione del
Or
bozzetto, e vi invito tutti a EICMA per vedere
look,
invece
the bike looks
veramente
fantastic,
in qualche modo il prototipo
but I can't
di
get my head
questa,
wrapped around those winglets.
di questa moto
I
che
see that
stiamo
they're attached
sviluppando,
with
e
2 screws
una
each,
seconda
so
invece
maybe
un
they are
secondo clinic
removable. I
che
hope
presenteremo
they're
sempre a
removable.
EICMA, che sta nel mondo del deserto.
But
L'abbiamo chiamato Desert
anyway,
X.
if you
Mentre
buy
la
a Street
prima
Fighter
è
with
basata
handlebars,
sul
or if you
motore
buy a
800,
naked bike
questa è
of any
basata
sort
sul
that
motore
has handlebars,
1100, e in qualche
it's
modo
not
si
because
ispira e
you're
celebra la vittoria di Eddie
track
Orioli nel 1990
rat
alla
and
Dakar,
stay
che era stata ottenuta
on the track
anche
all the
grazie
time.
a un
It's
motore
because
Ducati, e
you
quella moto sta
like the
all'interno del
power,
nostro
you
museo.
like
E quindi ci
the
fa
fun
piacere in qualche
factor
modo
of a naked
sempre
bike,
costruire il futuro
and
pensando
you use it on the
al
street.
nostro passato.
But
Come dice Massimo
those
Bottura,
few that
in
are
un
actually
modo
gonna
non
take it
nostalgico,
on the
ma in un
racetrack,
modo
congrats,
sempre
you got
innovativo.
winglets.
È
So
ispirato
you
al
have
mondo
2
motard,
more winglets
quindi
than
avremo
a
un
V4,
concept con ruota anteriore da
so
17,
you
ruota
won the
posteriore
winglet
17,
race.
pneumatici
On
slick
top of that,
scolpiti. È un design che sta nel mondo
one of
scrambler,
the
ma è
disappointing
particolarmente
thing
moderno,
about the
di
Street
cui vedete
Fighter
un'anticipazione del
is
bozzetto,
the
e vi
price.
invito tutti a EICMA per
The
vedere
price
invece
is up there,
veramente il
like
in qualche
really,
modo il
really up there. They
prototipo
obviously
di
have a
questa,
normal version and an S
questa moto che
version.
stiamo sviluppando.
In
E
euros, I think
una
the normal
seconda
version is
invece è
somewhat
un secondo clinic
around
che
what,
presenteremo sempre a EICMA, che sta nel mondo
18,000
del deserto. L'abbiamo
and
chiamato
some
Desert
change.
X,
The
mentre la
S
prima
version, which
è
has
basata sul
all
motore
ins, which has
800, questa è
Marchesini
basata
wheels,
sul motore 1100,
that
e in qualche
brings
modo
it
si
up
ispira
to
e celebra la vittoria di Eddie
2021.
Orioli
When
nel
it comes to the States,
1990
you add
alla
taxes and
Dakar,
everything. Now
che era stata
it's going
ottenuta
to be a
anche grazie a un motore
$25,000
Ducati, e quella
bike,
moto sta all'interno del nostro museo. E
which
quindi ci fa piacere
is
in qualche
sad.
modo sempre costruire il futuro
It's sad because I
pensando
can't
al nostro
afford a
passato.
$25,000
Come dice Massimo
bike.
Bottura, in un modo non
There is no
nostalgico,
reason
ma in un modo sempre
for a
innovativo.
naked bike to be
È ispirato al
$25,000.
mondo motard,
The
quindi
previous Street
avremo un
Fighter,
concept con ruota anteriore da
what
17,
was
ruota posteriore
14? The
17,
848 was 14,
pneumatici slick
15,000,
scolpiti.
something like
È un
that.
design che sta nel mondo
Still a
scrambler, ma
lot
è
of money, but
particolarmente moderno, di
doable.
cui vedete un'anticipazione del bozzetto, e vi invito tutti
Anyway,
a EICMA
20 to
per vedere
25
invece
for a street bike,
veramente
it's
il
unbelievable.
in qualche modo il
Unfortunately,
prototipo di
it
questa,
looks like
di questa moto che stiamo
it looks
sviluppando.
like they're going
E
that way.
una seconda invece è un secondo
The industry
clinic
is going
che
that way. It
presenteremo
looks
sempre a EICMA,
like
che sta nel mondo del deserto.
the
L'abbiamo
TUONO
chiamato
is going to
Desert
cost
X,
more.
mentre la prima
The KTM
è basata sul
1290
motore
Super
800,
Duke, it's
questa è
already
basata sul
way
motore
up there,
1100,
and the
e in qualche modo si
S1000R,
ispira e celebra
the
la vittoria di
MT10
Eddie
and all
Orioli nel
those others are going to
1990
be out
alla
there.
Dakar,
So
che era stata
unfortunately,
ottenuta anche
if
grazie
you
a un
want an
motore
hyper
Ducati, e
naked
quella moto sta
nowadays,
all'interno del
you
nostro
gotta
museo. E quindi ci
take
fa
a mortgage
piacere in qualche modo
on your
sempre
house and
costruire
go
il
down to the
futuro
dealer, but
pensando al nostro passato, come dice Massimo Bottura, in un modo non
enough being
nostalgico,
said,
ma in un
let's
modo
be happy
sempre
again
innovativo.
and let's
È ispirato al mondo motard.
this bike is
Quindi
been
avremo un
out
concept con ruota
for
anteriore
3
da
days
17,
now,
ruota posteriore 17,
and there is already
pneumatici slick scolpiti. È un
con-
design che sta
controversy-
nel mondo scrambler, ma è
controversy.
particolarmente moderno,
Anyway,
di cui vedete
they're
un'anticipazione
already
del
putting it
bozzetto, e vi
against
invito tutti a EICMA per
the
vedere invece
H2,
veramente
the Kawasaki
il,
naked bike
in
coming
qualche modo il
out.
prototipo di questa
The new Kawasaki
questa
coming
moto che
out,
stiamo
it's a naked
sviluppando,
bike.
E una
less
seconda
horsepower
invece è un secondo clinic
somehow,
che presenteremo
and
sempre
and at the same time is supercharged. They're not even in the same league. Beside the Street Fighter is lighter. So when you compare a Street Fighter to the Kawasaki H2, whatever it's called, I don't even know. I haven't paid that much attention. The Street Fighter is lighter, has more power, and is not supercharged. The only good thing of the Kawasaki is the price, because it's gonna be some ridiculous amount of dollars cheaper than the Street Fighter. Anyway, I would much rather buy the Street Fighter because it looks absolutely insane, and those numbers are absolutely insane, and I'm insane enough to wanna ride that thing, and most of all rip off those two winglets and put it on my son's bicycle or something. But anyway, so back over here, let's see if anybody's chiming in with any questions. What's up, Frederick? How's it going? Because right now it's time, if you guys have any questions, to put it up, and I'm gonna try to answer them as best as I can. Just so you guys know, I'm going to be this next month is gonna be very intense for my actual day job. A lot of training, a lot of studying to do, so I might skip 1 or 2 videos, but I'll be back. I'm not quitting altogether. So stay tuned. Look for me. Follow on Instagram, because posting on Instagram is so much easier than making a video. So you'll know that I'm still alive because of my Instagram posts. I'm gonna add a description down at the bottom. So Frederick, where you from, man? Let us know. We know that Marcus was from Germany. Oh, we have MZ. Oh yeah, I recognize you from San Diego, Miss K, and we know that Marcelo was from Brazil. Let's see, Marcus, like Magono better, and he has enough horses. I agree. The 170 plus horses for the TUONO, it's quite a bit of power. I own a TUONO as well, and my front tire, it's hard to keep the front tire down. Just so you know, that wheelie control, the APRILIA wheelie control, it has been deactivated a day after I got the bike. I drove it home. I got the manual. First thing I went to look is how can I turn off the wheelie control. So yeah, the TUONO is a great bike. Is a great alternative for compared to the Street Fighter. What I want to see is what they're gonna do in 2020 with the TUONO. If they're gonna add the winglets, even if the Aprilia winglets are way more subtle than the Ducati winglets. At the very least, they're enclosed. They almost look like duct, like intake duct. So they're there, but they're not as noticeable. But I really hope they don't put it on the TUONO, and I also really hope that they do not start raising the price of the TUONO to send it north of the $20,000. I really don't want to spend $20,000+ for a naked bike. But my TUONO is in great shape. I still have a ton of things to do: exhaust, race ECU, and a new tail, and a few other things. So I have plenty to do to that bike. So it's not gonna go anywhere anytime soon. But Let's see. Yeah. LEDs are always good, as long as it's not like green or purple LEDs under the bike, Fast and Furious style. An LED light, if you, I'm pretty sure you're talking about the headlight. LED headlight would be about time for Aprilia to add an LED headlight to the bike. But anyway, we have been here for about an hour right now, and I guess that's it. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Remember to like the video if you liked the video, and if you guys can support the channel, follow me on the other social networks. For all of those that have Frederick, don't sell your TUONO for the Street Fighter. For all of those of you that do have a TUONO, here is a TUONO shirt. You can find it on in the description down there. Unfortunately, the way that the live works, I'm not quite able to add all the links that I want down there. So eventually in the next few days, I'm gonna add links down there. Come back to the video if you get a chance. Go check the description. You're gonna find links for the shirt. You're gonna find links for Jeremy Avrett's channel, and a few other helpful links that I believe might be useful to you guys. But I guess it's enough for today. We've been here about an hour, and I know you guys got stuff to do. So what I'm gonna say is ride on, and I'll see you all next time. Thank you very much for showing up for my live. And remember, every last Friday of the month, I'm gonna try to do a live, because I usually have a lot of fun. I'm getting better at it. I'm starting to add all sorts of screen and transitions, as you guys can see. And nothing. I'm really happy you guys showed up. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. And now, as always, there is that awkward moment where I'm trying to find a way to end the stream. There it is.